This place is going crazy.
Can you imagine a better start? You house the opening kickoff, now the offense out there to try to maximize the lead at 8-0. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown, now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Aggies' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable. Get them... change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double.
Incomplete.
Ends and running back. that sack.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Trying to get to him. And down he goes back for 3.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Might as well give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sideline.
It's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Wegman coming after him. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. They'll try to blast their way in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Looking for a block. It's Terry. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The special teams proving worthy of their name. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Trying to pound their way in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Bringing it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback, they get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day, and this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. Penn State! And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to pound it in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the...
They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll take it on the return. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up. We've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up.
He's loose. Smashes ahead. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Slams it ahead. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. You get some good mojo going.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offense as early this season.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll run it. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Off the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little?
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have
open runway ahead. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in here and got the long touchdown.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Try to barge their way in. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
He can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, he missed it. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They couldn't connect on that 57-yard field goal, and now they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Go straight ahead. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Back to throw, it's Wegman. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Makes a move. Oh, what a spin. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the...
Oh, look out! He's at the Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They want to see. For the deuce. Trying to barge in. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Mark. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's open. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Trying to power it in. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a two-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lofts one down the sideline. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
Off he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? They'll go to the ground. The pirouette on the run. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Oh, the quick spin move. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
The line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Power ahead. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Two-point conversion attempt coming up. Trying to barge their way in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Line gets set, first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Getting deep in the third quarter here, clock stopped with a minute and a half to go. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets... Eight-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Slams ahead. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick six, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the two-point conversion.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And the returner will be dragged down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it up.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Penn State. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. Looking for the two-point try. They're trying to slam it in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
And your defense just came away with a huge scoop and score, so you try to capitalize on the momentum boost. You go for two, and you get it. Nice job.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Reed. They're bringing heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn on the gas. Great job, great return.
The kickoff team is out there, and their number one job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. Let's see what he can do with the return. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Reed. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He's got it near midfield. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Worked on the touchdown, might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting a long touchdown.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Great job by the pass rusher there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the QB with the sack, but he was able to still use his arms and his wingspan to knock that ball loose.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. And the Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here comes the two-point try. Trying to surge it in. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, second and long from the 11. Dropping back, it's Reed. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for room, it's Daniels. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and pick up the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the route is on. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Get it out on the screen. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Powers through. Spins away from the defense. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Going up top on first down. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got...
Goes upstairs!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Quarterback keeps it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.